Hello, hi, and welcome back to some more Game Roulette Shadowrun with me, Dozero. Alright, so we arrive now at the Cruise Bazaar. Cruiseburg, home to nearly 500,000 people, and until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that locals call the Cruise Bazaar. A safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to Cruise Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon sign plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish color. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage into the Cruise Bazaar. Your safe house waits on the other side. Let's continue. All right. Let's get inside. Oh. Yeah, things didn't go so well. Can't happen fast enough, love. The sooner we get in, the sooner I can get drunk. Alright, let's get in. Alright. Let's go talk to whoever this is. You step inside and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives you the way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouette against the dim fluorescent lighting. His name is Paul Amsel. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off of steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord. Part dealmaker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Igor's fury, Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen. He swallows. Takes a moment to chew on the word before spitting him out. How did it happen? The run was a setup. 1 minute she was cracking the safe, the next she was on the ground screaming. I've seen Monica hit black IC before. This was something worse. Glory nods, her motion robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. Igor thrust a gloved finger into your chest. And this idiot stood by and let it happen. We're not gonna antagonize her. She's angry, it's normal. Let it happen? She jacked in, she screamed, and she seized. By the time we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Yeah, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contraction and microtremors are good indicators of a decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keep an eye out for those? No. If you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Igor. We were all on the lookout for physical security, Dozero included. Throwing him under the bus isn't going to help anything. Under a bus is exactly where he belongs. Igor turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough, and you're gonna get burned. Igor turns her focus back to you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Igor. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Enough. Igor pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes. How many seconds pass between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a decker's brain in 5 seconds? Look, this won't... You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your... That is enough! Amsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down on the desk behind him. Eager, you and Dozero can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there. Something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. He pauses, rubs his temples. Agreed. And to neutralize a danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. Amzel nods. That much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. The facility took a serious funds to build. In time, there was more in that. It was more to it than we saw. A place like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owner, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. He appears to be the head of security. That's not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing feature that I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he'd had skin graft. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the graft came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I will see what I can find out. Did you note anything else during the run that may be of value? Monica lived long enough to say a name. Furschwing. Furschwing? I don't know how to pronounce German. Furschwing. Schwinge? Furschwinge? She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Amsel seemed taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The Firewing? This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. Glory raised an eyebrow. The Firewing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You're far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Furschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. Do you think this is worth it just to hear my attempts at German? Oh, sorry. I love German. German is such a nice language, but I never know how to pronounce it. Like, I think it's Furschwinge. Furschwinge. I think that's how you would pronounce that. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Furschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Amsel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There's a hunted look in his eyes. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation, and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Firewing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course, but it was an experimental weapon designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the SOX. So you just skip the German and look each other and continue to the story. But the German is awesome. It gives so much flavor because it is taking place in Berlin, and it makes sense that a lot of the things would be in German. This event was called the Dragonfall. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised I've never heard of it. Those early years of the Awakening were traumatic here, not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Firewing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. He rubs his temples. Again, all of this happens a decade ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Furschwinge is a bit of historical trivia, and nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Igor sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any idea as to why? Amzel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense to me more than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Furschwinge had been dead and gone for 42 years. There's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. I will look into this. I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? That's all we got. That's not much. Amzel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin graft, and a long-forgotten world event. Yeah, we're missing something. Who paid for this? Amzel looks pained. I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did. His face reddens. I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-State political scene. Never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for a cause, anything for the Flux State. He sighs. Winters saw that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. That was all it took. Alright, it sounds like Green Winters is our best lead then. Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winter has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably gonna rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. Alright, how do we find this guy? There's a man here in the Cruz Bazaar, a Turk named Altug Burgazi. He owns a little soy calf shop just down the way called Cafe Sevze. Sezve. This man is also a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time. And you think you think he would know something about Green Winters? Amzel nods. When I discovered Monica renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. Best be cautious in our line of work. Should I go with Altug then? Yes, tell him I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be. Alright, wow, a huge chunk of story. Alright. I am trying to do different voices and emotions for the different characters because it's very clear that they're meant to have a very distinct tone, each of them. Alright, let's go talk to Paul. Alright, Paul, what's up? Dozero. Amzel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? No, not yet. Then please, continue working. We need to find that man. So let's go talk to Dietrich. Dietrich turned his head at your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, the legacy of too many fights over too many years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigor, it's obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Despite all of this, there's still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering it to you. Dozero, welcome. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got a fallen comrade to drink to. To Monica, Prost. The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear. As you raise it, you catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel. It tastes of sweet corn and walnuts, with a lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee. You swallow a swig, then return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull on the bottle, then locks eyes with you. Let me ask you a question, Dozero. Why made you choose to come to Berlin? Why do you want to know? Monica told me that you moved here from the Rhein-Ruhr megaplex. Made it sound like you'd been there for a good many years, successful years at that. Leads a man to wonder why you packed up and moved here. A run went bad, my team paid the price. Dietrich raises an eyebrow. Went bad, huh? Like the one we just came back from went bad? Worse, I was the only survivor. That's rough, friend. How'd it happen? We're double-crossed. The run went off without a hitch, but instead of paying us, our client decided to set up an ambush. Miserable bastard. Alright, if what you're telling me is true, how'd you walk out alive? I fought my way out. My team bought the farm, but I made it out. Well, good for you, I suppose. Too bad for your teammates, though. So after all of this went down, you decide to bail out of the Roleplex and head to Berlin. Am I getting that right? More or less, there wasn't much left for me in the Roleplex, and Monica made me a hell of an offer. Ah, yes, Monica. Dietrich raises his bottle again, then closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? So let me ask you, just what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I know that you two knew each other way back, but she was pretty coy about these things. Why do you want to know? Monica was my friend. I care about her. Dietrich shrugs. I don't know. I guess I just want to get to know her better. There was some area of her life that have always been a mystery. If you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. I knew Monica well enough to know that what you mean. She did have a mysterious way about her. So what was the deal between the two of you? Don't leave me in suspense. We were friends. Right there with you, and privileged to say so. She was one of the best women I've ever known. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time, and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you were with us. Dietrich takes a final pull on the bottle, then tips it forward, pouring the rest on the ground. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl. Aww. Dante! Hey there. Hey, big pupper. As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A long whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Oh shit, Dante. Dietrich shakes his head. Don't worry, boy. We'll look after you. At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales, but can't quite catch his breath. He started whimpering about an hour ago, turned into a full-blown owl. Wouldn't stop, kept. He closed his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Oh, we're not gonna brush that dog aside. Let's scratch Dante behind his ears. Dante leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his rib against your legs. I guess the dog is going with you, Dozero. Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it. Then a slow, melancholy smile plays across his face. Well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altug, my friend. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters, and we can get to the bottom of this. He stares at the floor. Now I think we should all take a moment. His lips tighten. For Monica. Man, you know, there's something about dogs expressing sadness. Like, you know, we can see the sadness from all the humans, but for some reason, when it's a dog that's sad, it's even worse. I don't know why. It's something, it just makes it so much worse. Oh, are we gonna be talking to Igor here? Let's check our equipment. I don't think we have anything in our stash. No. Oh, Dante. Oh, it's such a cute puppy. All right. Oh, he is with me. He's coming with me now. Oh, Dante. All right, let's have it all out with Igor. Come on. Igor glares at you, and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death. Something I can do for you, fearless leader. We need to talk about Monica. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this, Dozero. One of these days, we're gonna hash this out. And you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends, but it won't be today. Alright, Igor, I get the hint. I'll give you your space. She turns away. Good call. Hey, Tom! 733601! Oh, you're Ton 1. Hey, welcome back to the stream! We're playing Shadowrun, Dragonfall. And we're really deep in the story right now. I don't really want to miss any of the story. This is all new to me. I played the introduction before, but everything we're playing is like my first time experiencing it right now. Glory is beautiful in a wayfish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy. but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. What's more unsettling is her chrome. Glory is rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware from head to toe. She looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon, but Glory cyberware is first generation. All of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. Glory, Dozero. Glory shifts her gaze to you, but her expression is as cold and placid as always. Can I help you? Hey, Glory, how you holding up? Don't worry about me. I'm solid. Are you sure? You look like you're a million miles away. I'll be with you when it counts. Right now, it doesn't. Okay. I have a question for you, Glory, of the personal kind. I'm not big on sharing sport. Personal reasons. You understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. Of course, we all have our secrets, but if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Alright, let's not push into these people's lives too much. I mean, we could, but I don't want to be a jerk. I want to be nice. Okay, so we need to go find Altug? How do I leave to go find Altug? Where's the exit? Is it over here? Probably over here. Aha! Very well. Okay. So let's go find Altug so he can tell us about Green Winters. Hey, who are you? Let's check you out. You are Mailit Hoily. Hey there. The dwarvish tech vendors smile at you with practiced ease. Her almond eyes twinkle with the glare from a dozen trid screens. She speaks in a clipped, heavily accented German. Welcome to the data heaven. Can I help you with something? Sorry, that's my German accent. I'm in the market for something exotic. What kind of tech do you carry? Anything and everything. Need a new deck? Some software perhaps? I'm your girl. She taps a painted fingernail against the molded plastic of her data jack. Or maybe you're a rigger like I am. Perhaps I can interest you in a new drone or two. It all sounds whiz to me. Let's see what you got. Okay. How much money? We got about 1,000 something. Okay, we can't really use cyberdecks. We could use a better drone. We have a Class C Doberman. Robodoc. Hover drone. But we don't have enough money. A support, Class C. Support drone that is equipped to lay a smoke trail wherever you need it the most. Okay. Outfits. +1 intelligence. That would be good for us. It's got 2 armor. Consumables, programs. We're not really a decker. Let's buy the clothes. Sure. And yeah, they're like better than our clothes in every way. So let's just buy the clothes right now. Confirm that. And that's gonna be it, I think. Yeah, I hope German viewers are not too mean to me, but if you're German or you speak better German than me and you want to tell me how to pronounce it, please do. I mean, I want to get it as right as possible. Also, I hope you don't mind me butchering your language and your accent, but yeah. Also, we should spend some of our karma. We get some karma here. What do we want? I'd love to get... that would cost 6. Oh, that would cost 9 to improve our rifle to full auto. Intelligence. I mean, if we get this, we would be able to get 2 drones. That would be pretty cool. +2 HP damage. Or charisma. Let's increase our charisma. Because we want to get some ability to talk. And etiquette is like some area you focus on. What kind of person are we? We're probably kind of a street person, I think. I think we spend a lot of time on the street, so we're gonna use this etiquette. There we go. And we have 3 karma left. We're gonna keep that for now. All right, so let's zoom a little bit out because I want to be able to see what's out there. Cafe Sevvi, Talismonger shop. Okay, so this is where we want to go. But let's explore the entire place. Ooh, who's this? David. Let's go talk to David. Hey, David. A pair of round eyes peer up at you from under the hood of her grime-smeared winter coat. You recognize him as David, one of the Cruise Bazaar street kids. If you had to guess, you'd place him in his mid-teens, though it's difficult to tell beneath the grime and acne marring his face. You've seen him following Monica around between runs, chasing her heels like a lost puppy. She always seemed to have a soft spot for the kid. Oh, hi Dozero. Have you seen Monica around? I've been looking all over for Head. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, kid. The kid blinks, a blank expression on his face. She's dead, isn't she? It was quick. She went peacefully. That's the most that any of us can hope for. I'm lying here. Yeah. Look, I think I want to be alone right now. Sorry, David. Do we want to visit the talisman? We don't really need talisman. We don't need that magic mumbo-jumbo. What have we got here? Ooh. A dancer's bag, the U-Bahn platform. There's a little dancer here. Okay, what's happening here? Tip the dancer? I mean, you know, tough living. Let's tip her. Let's give her 5. Like, it doesn't make much of a difference to me. There we go. It's tough living, and she's trying to make a living here. All right, let's go to Cafe Sesvi. There we go. Okay. What do we got? Is that... We got Jan Goldschmidt. Talk to him. Is he a dwarf? He looks like a dwarf. Hello, my friend. The voice that comes from the man in chair is as enormous as its owner. Deep, booming roar, dripping with unrestrained mirth. A fine day for Soikaf, yes? It certainly is a beaut. From the back of the store, the voice of the shopkeep cuts you off. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing all day in his own sweat. The man behind the bar glares at Goldschmidt, his upper lip curled in disgust. I tolerate him because he takes his soy calf by the bucket. Goldschmidt responds with a raucous belly laugh. Apparently, he finds the shopkeeper's insult to be hilarious. Ah, Altug, my friend! You're as quick-witted, as sharp-tongued as ever. I bow to you. If you wouldn't mind... Once again, the shopkeeper comes in. To bow to me, you would first have to vacate your chair. The shopkeep claps his hands together, clasping them in front of his chest. I shall summon a team of determined young men and an ox to assist with the task. With luck, you will be on your feet by nightfall. Goldschmidt smiles up at you, his small eyes glittering. Enough of this senseless bickering. You have approached me for a reason, yes? Tell me, what can Jan Goldschmidt do for you? Nothing. I'm done with this. Goldschmidt gives you a deep nod, his jowls quivering. Until next time, my friend. Alright, let's go talk to Altug. The man behind the counter looks right past you and the dog following close behind. Dante, I will fetch his water dish and perhaps a coffee for our friends here. Sure, soy calf. Black. Polanzel sends his regards? Yeah. That sounds like... that sounds like so Game of Thrones. Anyway. Polanzel sends his regards. When he hears Amzel's name, the Turk's voice lowers and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Very good. Please express to Herr Amzels my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I'm always happy to provide. Catering? I don't follow. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Herr Winters, I believe. I want to hear all about it. Yes, yes, of course, O wise one. Camille, come! A young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Burakazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I will see to it right away. Camille offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. My girl Camille is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. Our chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I am embarrassed to even ask, but I would be most appreciative of your help. What is this trifle? Altuk's voice lowered to nearly a whisper. The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I have installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network as part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Cruise Bazaar. In order to maintain their, how do I say it, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. That's it? No catch? There is no catch, I assure you. It is time-consuming and a bit tedious, nothing more. Just reset the taps and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrow painted atop it. By the time of your return, I should have information Herr Hamzel requested. Alright, easy enough. We can go do that. Oh, there was something to look at. Here's a reset data tap. Beep. There we go. Awesome. Do we have any other ones over here, maybe? No? Nothing here? Over to the north? Oh, there's more to this place. Safe house. I guess they're doing this because they want you to explore the place, which is fine. Let's go see. We have Lane, a U-Bahn platform, Nation for the Soup Kitchen of Slowed Samuel. Let's talk to Lane. Who are you? Before you stands a troll, though it is a stretch to say he is standing at all. His great mass is barely held upright by 2 vintage prosthetic legs, along with a crutch under one arm. His body clicks and hums with every shift of his weight. Despite these disabilities, his eyes are sharp and calculating. I know you. I haven't been here long. New to the Cruise Bazaar, then. Heard Monica had some fresh meat in her stable. I'm Dozero, by the way. Good to meet you, Dozero. Name's Alexei Lane. Is that a name I should know? No, I suppose not. Just the way I like it. I'll leave you be. No need to tell everyone Monica died, like, you know. They can learn about it organically enough. Oh man, this place is huge! It's awesome! Who are you? Gunari Metbach. The more you talk to NPC, the more choices you can open. Okay. Definitely want to keep doing that. The Romani Patriarch is an impressive figure, an enormous man in his late 60s, burly and broad-chested despite his age. His voice is deep and resonant, and his breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Tavern Backstill, orc! You here to conduct some business? If so, welcome you to Medpack Arms and Ammunition. If not, keep right on walking. I was actually hoping to ask you a few questions. You make a purchase? You can ask as many questions as you like. The corner of his mouth twitches upward. Make a big enough purchase, and who knows, I might even answer a few. Alright, well, I like this guy. I'm buying. Very good. Weapons. Alright, what's he got? Can we get a better rifle? Probably not. Benelli. Ooh, sniper rifles. We have 945. Grenade launcher. Whoa. Outfits. Oh, this one has 4 armor. But I like the one that gives us +1 intelligence. That makes our drones better. And grenades. I don't think I'm going to buy anything just yet. I think we're fine with what we got. I can't find any more of the data taps, though. Looking for some magic, mein Freund? Zack Flash. Let's talk to him. This elf has clearly seen better days. His skin is weathered and emaciated, as though it has been stretched too tightly over his frame. Track marks line the crook of his arm, and dirty bandages wrap his knuckles. Despite all of this, he seemed cheerful enough. The elf fixes his twinkling, bugged-out eyes on yours and offers you a broad smile, displaying a set of impossibly white teeth. When he speaks to you, his voice is surprisingly deep. Guten Tag, my friend. You're here for some magic? Because Zack Flash, he gestures at himself with a dramatic flourish, is your magic man. Are you a street mage? Zack lets out a throaty barking laugh. Ha, street mage? Me? Do I look like a street mage to you? He shakes his head, but his smile doesn't waver. He fishes a small bag of pills out of his back pocket and dangles it before your eyes. No, chummer, I'm not a street mage. I've got the magic in my blood and the magic in these bags, but you won't catch old Zack studying any spellbook. Well, in that case, let's talk about the magic you've got in that bag there. What you've got. Yeah, the more you talk to them, the more they open up. Yeah, no, this game, like, I think from all I've seen in this game, it's really important to pick what you say carefully, because it will open up or close up avenues and things. So you might want to be nice, but maybe not always nice. I don't know. Oh, a little bit of everything. I've got your Zen, and I've your Hyper, your Nitro, and your Nova Coke. If you want it, I've got it. Zack leans towards you and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I've even got a special concoction of my own design, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're serious about getting high. Nah, I changed my mind. I'm a jerk. Toodles. Alright, here's another data jack. Ooh, try a cyber clinic. I want to go see that. There we go. What's in here? Cyber clinic. Oh. As you approach the elf, you notice that he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly and his voice comes in a loud, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. Let's listen in on the conversation. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in slightly and strain your ear. You find that you can make out the doctor's end of the conversation. No, the price I'm quoting you is more than fair. Well below market value. In fact, if you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know that the price has gone up. This is a seller's market. Well then, you'll have to find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. Have a patient. He presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to the Triad Cyber Clinic. He extends his hand to you. I am Dr. Xavier Esquivel, and your name is? Let's shake his hand. Dozero, a pleasure. Pleased to meet you, Dozero. What can I do for you today? I need cyberware. Ooh, data jack. Ooh. Basic eye replacement, extended enhance your vision, plus 3% to hit. I like that. But oh, eye data jack. Ew. All right. I mean, we already have a data jack. So let's get better eyes so that we can like aim at people better. Why not? There we go. Confirm. Causes essence loss. Yeah. So basically, the more cybernetic you put on yourself, the less good you become at magic, because magic is kind of a biological thing. So you have to be careful with that. But we're not going to do any magic. We should probably also buy medical supplies. Just in case. $50. That's worth it. Yeah. Alright. I don't think we could afford a trauma kit, because we used one in our last fight, sadly. I would have liked to do it without, but... Anything else this way? No, that's the end. Oh, what's over here? Oh, Simi. Let's go talk to you. Who are you? Simi, warming herself in the dim light of a dying street lamp, is a waif of a girl who looks far too worn for her years. The Mother Superiors, she says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see them. 7 what? What do you have to care for? The captain's children. The Mother Superior says there are 7. She says I'm to be governess to the children. You notice a chip back poking out beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The vacant look in her eye marks her as a likely BTL junkie, lost between reality and a number of better-than-life virtual constructs. I need money to get back to them. I'm going to step away now. Yes, good. I need to rejoin the children. Okay, lady. That's all right. Let's keep walking around. Ooh, a statue. Let's go check it out. Ooh, the phone is ringing. Let's look at the statue. A bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park. But the material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold, Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scrap and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small, grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there, I'm Herbert Kunzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? Press key 1, the statue name. This is my tribute to victory, the victory of anarchy. It is both a citation and a parody of the statue we destroyed 20 years ago. You may remember it from the history trids as the Siegsaul or Goldesel. She's living the sound of music. Oh, thank you, History Game. Yeah, that girl that was high on the BTLs. She's living the story of the sound of music. Huh. I wouldn't have noticed that. Alright, cool. Alright, press 2 key. Installation history. Isn't it obvious? The Siegsaul, a monument to the hubris of the Prussian state, gets blown to bits. So someone takes lots of bits and builds a monument up to the hubris of anarchy. About the artist? I'm the visionary Herbert Kunzel from the Lindwurmer. You might know me from... Okay, well, there isn't much I'm known for yet. But I intend to change that. All art is born from misery, after all. Okay. Interesting thing. Let's go pick up the phone. A random phone ringing? That's probably good, right? It's an old, obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. Let's pick up the receiver. A monotone, pitch-adjust voice begins speaking almost immediately. Der Schockwellenreiter contact for this case is no more. Dozero is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secure line to this case. Please listen to the following instruction carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. Who the hell are Schockwellenreiter and what the hell is Kies? I'll listen to it. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one, you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the matrix ourselves. It is our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, if you will be compensated for sought after information, return to this location. The line goes silent. Okay. So it wants me to pick up information and return it here. I don't know who and what for, but that's something to keep an interest into. As you're resetting the data tab, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Okay. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out two distinct voices, a nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. Just heard, Monica. Need to verify. Good for us. Let's continue listening. It sounded like a conveyor belt starting to add to the noise of a machine, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later. Think our next stop? Wait, isn't ready to make a move yet. Be patient. See who steps up. It could be someone more. Let's continue listening. More conveyor belts start up. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Some sort of motorized vehicle start up, drowning out everything else. I need to know. A bell rings loudly again and again. It sounds like telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic and a ringing stop. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag, how may I help you? Her tone changes to become more businesslike. I heard. Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. What do you think I am, an idiot? The council needs to meet again. I know. Getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, La Cruz Bazaar was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the flux sometimes. You hear the sound of a door opening again, and a cacophony of machines fills the light. Can't make out anything more. Okay. Well, we've accomplished what we set out to be. Let's go back. There's one more shop we haven't visited, so might as well go there since we're going pretty much everywhere right now. Don't have much money. I need money. Loads of money. Let's visit the Talismonger shop. There might be something interesting there. Not for us, but it's good to know. Come on. Okay, Talismonger shop. Absinthe. Something about the young elf behind the counter makes your breath catch in your chest. She's lovely to look at, but it's a strange kind of beauty. Her eyes are large and luminous and impossibly green. As she looks up at you, you can see that her irises are flecked with iridescent gold. Hello and welcome to Algernon. Perhaps I can help you with something? As she smiles up at you, her eyes fixes on yours. A curious feeling of weightlessness fills your chest. It feels as though you're floating in a warm, calm sea. A gentle current pulls you closer to Absinthe, and the sensation is pleasant. As you drift, the golden speck in her eyes begin to move. Uh-oh! If we had more willpower, we could look away, but I guess we're going to be looking deeper into her eyes. The golden specks of the elf's eyes shift and swirl, slowly picking up speed. It's mesmerizing. All at once, the specks explode into light and color. Absinthe's eyes now fill your field of vision, and it feels as if you're drowning in an alien sea. The patterns traced by the shimmering specks in her eyes are kaleidoscopic, enchanting, nearly impossible to turn away from. We're going to lose ourselves. You are lost. Your entire world has been reduced to a churning vortex of green and gold. Dimly, you become aware that something is happening. You feel your body being buffeted by unseen forces, and suddenly, everything goes black. Oh my! What have I gotten myself into? Slowly and painfully, you struggle your way back to consciousness. The shop owner, Algernon, is peering down at you, an expression of concern on his face. Absinthe beside him, her expression one of embarrassment. Welcome back, friend! Algernon extends a hand to you to help you to your feet. Absinthe shifts slightly to allow you to stand. Hey, Joker fears me! Hey, it's called Shadowrun. It's a heavy RPG game. It's mostly RPG, and it's got a bit of a tactical play, so it's a tactical RPG. It's really good, like the story especially. If you like the sort of cyberpunk setting, it's awesome, and the characters are really well made. What was that? What happened? My fault and my apologies. Sometimes when I daydream, I bring other along for the rise. It was unintentional, yes, but there was no harm done, correct? You'll be fine. No harm done. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go stand in the corner for a while. Right. Greeting, young orc. The elf's voice is smooth as silk and rich as clotted cream. Something about him instantly puts you at ease. I'm Algernon Half-Dream, the owner of this establishment. In my shop, you will find only the finest magical paraphernalia. Tell me, how may I serve you? Okay, well, I gotta go. This place gives me the creep. People hypnotizing me and stuff. Let's run out of here. So yeah, so I would call XCOM a tactical first, strategy second game, where most of the game is played on the tactical level, and then you have to manage management more than strategy, maybe tactical management game. Whereas this game is an RPG first and a tactical game second. But it's really interesting. Let's look at the menu board. The special today is a caramel soy calf. Okay, let's talk back to Altug. The man behind the counter has the broad smile and open demeanor of a classic Turkish street vendor. Welcome, honored Alfendim. Welcome, and how can Boragazi serve you today? You would like a cup of coffee, perhaps? I finished with your little trifle, Herr Burakazi. Burakgazi. Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties. Easy, just like you said. I am delighted, O excellent one. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish, and the gum-chewing young woman comes hurrying out of the counter. The menu for Herr Hamzal, uncle. Kemi hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please extend my consolation to him. The death of Fraulein Schaefer must have hit him hard. Burak Ghazi gives Kami a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. When she's gone, he returns his attention to you. Please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monica was an important part of this community. He frowned. Few know how important. The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. There we go. So, right. So that's going to conclude our small game roulette look at Shadowrun Dragonfall. I love this game. I might continue it. I'm thinking I probably, because we got just such a small taste, and I mean this part here was filled with mostly just me reading stuff, not a lot of fighting, but again, I think most of this game is about the story and the experience, and a bit less about the fighting. So yeah, but thanks a lot for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please consider subscribing or leaving a like. That helps me a lot. If you want to see more of this particular game, leave me a comment and let me know, because if I get comments from people saying that they like a particular game more, I'm instantly way more likely to do it again or do more of it. But yeah, until next time, bye-bye. No! I just killed us! I just killed us! I just killed us! I needed that pear! I needed that pear! No, what have I done? Oh! Wait! The repair arm! Oh my god! Oh my god! We survived! Despite my incompetence! We survived! The engines! I needed those! I need those to run away! Oh man. Now, straight game, I want you, next enemy we see, to hit them with a death ray. As much death ray as you can. And I will slash them with the health sword and see if we can't get them to just blow up.